The forecasting module is an optional feature of Martus that allows you to project future budgets across multiple years, showing the impact of possible changes at any detail level. The forecast of year-over-year changes to any budget within Martus is based on the dimensions, accounts, or account categories you select. Forecasts can be projected for the current year or up to 9 years in the future, with the years shown side by side for easy comparison. You can add notes to explain future adjustments and assumptions and quickly see the results in the form of impact to your bottom line. Results can be viewed in the same summary and detail views used throughout Martus and exported to Excel. Forecast is a selection on the Planner menu that is automatically available to admin users. Permission to use this feature can be assigned to non-admin users as well. Non-admin users will only be able to see budget information and prepare forecasts for the dimensions to which they have access. Now, let's talk about setting up and reviewing forecasts. When you select Forecasts from the Planner menu, you'll see a list of existing forecasts. These forecasts are shown for the current budget year, although you can change that if you wish. An admin user can see all forecasts. A non-admin user can see only the forecasts that they have personally created. You can take any of these steps from the forecast list. Add a new forecast, use the Edit button to view or change detail for a forecast or to delete one. Use the Results button to proceed to the results reports for a forecast. We'll start by clicking Add New Forecast. When you create a new forecast, you specify a name. Then you define the configuration of a forecast with the number of years. This is in addition to the budget year. The dimensions, accounts, and account categories to be used for the forecast. For admin users, you can select the source budget. A forecast by a non-admin user is always based on the default budget for the selected budget year. Be careful as you specify this information. Once you've created a forecast, you can't change the configuration. After you've set this configuration up, click Preview to see the forecast details screen and enter the adjustments that will shape your projections for the forecast details screen summarizes your budget based on the configuration of the forecast. In other words, the dimensions and account information that you selected to show. The forecast will have totals for each type of account, such as income and expense. It will show the impact in the form of a difference from the current year for each year. To get started, here's a couple of examples of the forecast with various configurations. If you select only to show account category in your forecast, the forecast detail might look like this. If you select to show departments and categories, the display might look like this. You can use the filters at the top of the screen to limit the display to a subset of any of the dimensions that you used in the configuration. This example illustrates a filter to a specific department. This example illustrates a filter to a specific account category. You can add and delete lines in your forecast. You can add lines that were not budgeted, but that you want to include in your projections. These must be based on combinations of the dimensions and account information used in the configuration. In this example, the forecast configuration was based on department and account category. You must also indicate the account type in order to determine the section of the forecast to which the new line will be added. You can delete any lines that you don't want to have considered in this forecast. Use the checkbox on the far right, then scroll to the bottom and use the Delete button to remove these lines. This section of this tutorial provides instructions on manipulating a forecast. We're looking at a forecast intended to decrease expenses, configured to reflect the department dimension and accounts. We're going to select a single account in order to focus our efforts at that particular level. Our first change is going to be made to the 2019 budgeted amount of $1,800. We tick that box, we click Adjust Selected, and we're going to make a percentage decrease of 10%. We're going to add a note and click Apply. The paperclip icon, surrounded by bright blue, indicates there is a note present. The amount shown is the calculated impact of the percentage change we selected. The budget amount now shown for 2019 reflects that decrease and is carried forward for future years. Now, let's make a flat change. Tick the box to change just 2019 for the Youth and Family Center. Click Adjust Selected. This is going to be a flat amount change, reduction of $2,000. Again, the reduction is shown, the comments are available, the impact on 2019 is listed, and carried forward into future years. If I wish to increase an amount, I use the same procedure, entering a positive number. This one's going to be increased by 5%. If I wish to make a change that is going to apply to multiple years, click the checkbox on the left. The checkbox in each column is automatically ticked. Click Adjust Selected and make a decrease of 5%. Change is calculated and applied both in the current budget year and in each subsequent year. If I wish to make a change to all items in a single year, click the checkbox at the top of the year. Then click Adjust Selected and reduce everything in this list by 10%. If there are already notes on some changes in this column, you'll be informed and can choose to override those notes or keep them. Each of those changes is calculated and applied. If I wish to remove any particular change, I can tick that particular item, click Adjust Selected, and use the Clear option. Notice that as each change is made, each year's total is updated and the effect on your net results is shown as well. After you've entered your projections, be sure to click Save at the bottom of the forecast detail. Your projections are not saved as you go along. You must click Save in order to keep them. When you do save the projections, the filter is cleared. Now, I'll scroll down to the bottom of this forecast so we can move on to reviewing your results. The forecast detail shows the totals for each year, each account type, and overall. More reporting options are available on the Forecast Results page. To access this, you select Results from the bottom of the forecast detail. You can also select results from the forecast list. The forecast results show totals for each configuration combination and summarize the impact on your bottom line. In this case, the forecast was configured to include department and account, so information is initially displayed by department and then by account within department. Options for the rows drop-down include the initial detail view and summaries for everything used in the configuration of this forecast. The examples here illustrate the account summary, the department summary, and the department view gain-loss, which provides a single total line for each department. You can also filter the report by dimension or by the kind of account information included in the configuration. Here we limit it first to the Youth and Family Center, then to the account for office supplies. Finally, reports can be exported to Excel in order to be printed, for distribution, or for further analysis. This concludes the forecasting tutorial. See the knowledge base for additional documentation and information. For help, you can log a support ticket or email us at support@martussolutions.com.